Here we're going to look at a discussion about the conversion costs associated with those units. The conversion, I'm on page 92 of the text. The conversion costs, remember we had 5,000 units, all of which the materials were already there the previous month. So as to this month, none of the materials were responsible. But of those 5,000 that were in work in process, they were partially complete. They were 70% complete last month. So I have to finish filling up the boxes, we'll say, going back to my earlier illustration. They were 70% complete last month. I need to fill up the boxes the rest of the way, so I need to add 30%. So I'm going to take, for conversion costs, that's my direct labor and factory overhead, I'll take the 5,000 times 30%, or I will convert the equivalent of 1,500 units with regard to the conversion costs on those units. Okay, so I'll finish those first 5,000 units. We'll finish those first, of which the equivalent 3,500 of them were converted last period. This period I'm doing 1,500. Now I look at the 60,000 units of materials that were brought in, of which I did complete all 57,000 from the beginning to the end. So I started and completed. That's a term I'm going to use a lot. You'll hear me say started and complete a lot. I will start and complete 57,000 of those units. I will start but not complete 3,000 of those units. And in fact, it says of the 3,000 units, I had completed only 25% of them. So the equivalent then, 3,000 times 25%, or 750 units. So the conversion equivalent units, I converted the 1,500 from the beginning inventory. I converted all 57,000 units start to finish. And then I converted in the ending inventory the equivalent of 750. So my equivalent units of conversion, direct labor and factory overhead, is 59,200. If we look farther down on this page, let me see if I can make this a little easier to read. A little bit, maybe. Working on it. Still on page 92. So we had 3,500. Remember, we had 5,000 units in the beginning inventory. 3,500 equivalent had been converted. I now have converted the remaining part, or 1,500. I also did complete, start to finish, 57,000 units. Of the 3,000 units in my ending inventory, I just converted 25%, or about 750 of them. Next month, we'll have to finish converting that 75%, or 2,250.